Hi, I'm Brian English, former name Hyperbytes. In this module we're going to look at setting up a filter system to be able to search the records returned by this PouchDB setup so that our data list does not contain all of the data. Now, there are a number of ways we could look at this. There is a specific PouchDB query and a page query. I'm not going to deal with that in that way at the moment. I'm going to do it at a very simple front end where clause, so we can filter it where clause, which means that we're not tied into specifically having a CouchDB database there. If you're working locally, this is how you could deal with your query on a completely local basis. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to really do exactly the same as we would do in any other case where we're adding a filter to our query. I'm going to add a column. I'm going to add a horizontal input. Just change this to, let's say, keyword, because of course these are effectively keyword searches. I'm going to remove that prompt, and then I'm going to give that text field a name, and I'll just call it filter because that's what I tend to use, and give it a recognizable ID because we will need that a little bit later. So where do we go from here? We've got our field ready set up. What we need to do now is filter our records that are displayed on the screen with reference to that, and it's pretty simple to do. What we've got to do is, first of all, we've got to go into our responsive table. I'm going to go down to the repeat section of the table where we see the expression for the data that's been presented. Let's go and pick that. Let's now add a where clause. Now we've got to remember that these where clauses are actually case sensitive. So what we've got to do is we've got to want to search the, let's say, content field because there's more text in there. But we just need to make sure that that is in a particular case, be it upper or lower, as long as we match that same case within our field that we're putting in. So this is the value of the box that we filled in here. We're going to make that into lowercase. And then what we're going to do is say, right, well, we want the filter type to be where the content field of that data query contains the string that we've typed in at the top there. So if we select that and select again, I'm going to save that now. So let's fire this up in the browser and see how this works. There we have our list with our notes that we have in there, and if I want to look for a particular note, let's say I want to find out who's in Belgium at the moment, at the Belgian GP, which the answer to that is at the moment George, who's having a weekend of skiving, and a well-deserved weekend, I might add. You can then just click on that, and there we are. We've got the records filtered according to that filter. We take it out, they're all back. Let's look at something that is cool. And we still, of course, have our facility to be able to go into those records and edit them or delete them as required. So there's a complete front-end based, PouchDB based filter that you can add to your system, your database presentation. So hopefully I'll see you in the next video.